our series of little videos we're calling Cottage Paint Live, and we're going to be showing you just little hints and tricks on how to use the products to make it a little bit easier application for you. So right now we're introducing the new paint called Serenity, which is a mineral-based acrylic urethane paint. It is has a very low VOC, and it is made to create that less shabby but more chic type of styling in your home. So it's primarily for those people who really don't want to do all the distressing and all that other stuff on the furniture, and they just simply want to put a coat of nice clean paint on their surface. This is a one-step painting process, and that I mean that there's no top coat required. So after you've cleaned your piece, you can apply the paint on directly on top. It has the same properties as a cottage paint clay paint in that there's no sanding, no stripping, and no priming, as long as your surface is clean, sealed, and sound. The only time I would recommend sanding is if you can feel your surface and it has like little bumps or nicks in it that you generally wouldn't see when it's varnished. However, when you paint it, you will see all those types of nicks and bumps in it. So you may want to give it a light scuff with the sandpaper just to make sure that it will turn out very smooth for you. This paint actually levels out very well, and it is for a water-based paint, it has very little brush marks in it if you do it correctly. So we're going to demonstrate here with a smaller piece of furniture, but actually I'm going to show you how it's used to apply on a larger surface. So this is the type of application you would do on like a tabletop or a larger dresser on the flat finish. On the sides of the furniture, it's fine just to go ahead and paint just like you regularly would with a brush. Okay, so what Cottage Paint has come out with is a large surface kit that you can purchase from your retailers. It includes a tray, a liner, a roller handle, and the specialized roller that we've come up with, and also a cottage paint brush and a special brush for leveling. So this kit is what we're calling as a large surface kit, okay? Primarily meant for that. So we're going to show you how to do the application. So this paint here that we have put into our pan here is called Country Manor. And I've loaded this roller up. It's full. You need to apply enough paint on this surface so that you can give it some ability to level out. If you apply it too thin, obviously there is nowhere for it to lie down because it's already very thin. So you need to apply it on just on these horizontal surfaces. You need to apply them a little heavier, okay? And you can, because it's not going to drip off this surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply this, and you can see. Now if you left this just with the roller, it would most probably leave roller marks. So when I use this brush, I've actually added a little bit of water to it. Now what I'm going to do is just pull it across the surface in the same direction that the wood grain flows on this piece of furniture. And you can see, well, I hope you can see, but I can see definitely how it lays down really nicely. So then you would want to keep loading up your roller. Make sure again that you got a lot of paint on this roller, so it's applying it. Typically rollers put on a very thin coat, as you know, you would use them on your walls, but you definitely want to apply them a little thicker on this application. So you continue the process, and you go again. Depending on how thick it is, how large the surface is. You know, so you want to make sure you get it all covered, and then just lightly. I'm just using the very weight of the brush. These brushes are not nice to use for painting it with, because they hardly hold any product at all. But you can see that this is rolling out to have absolutely hardly any brush marks. All you can see is the wood grain that it's leaving there. So just make sure you absolutely cover the surface with the roller, and then pull it across just very lightly, just to get rid of those brush marks and help it lie down very quickly. It almost looks like a sprayed finish right now. And this is the most critical time that you'll see any imperfections, because it is looks like a high gloss finish right now. This paint will settle down to about a 13% sheen level. It is what we call our silk finish. We are coming out with a velour finish, which will be around the same sheen level as the Cottage paint, maybe about a 3 to 5% sheen level. But this one here would be ideal for kitchen tables or kitchen cabinets and stuff like that. So as far as the recovering time now, so I would let this dry. You can let it dry for 1 to 2 hours, and you can apply another coat. But curing is, in order to speed up the curing on the surface, you would want to actually leave it more time in between each coat that you do. So if you can leave it until the next day, you've allowed more of the moisture to come out before you entrap that with the next coat. So it's not that it won't eventually come out of the surface and harden, but it will take longer. So I would, if you do have the time, I would definitely recommend leaving more space in between each coat. So I'm going to let this dry up, and I know it doesn't look like I need a second coat right now, but I would definitely apply a second coat. Okay, thank you for watching Cottage Paint Live, and stay tuned for some upcoming new videos.
God.